Hi guys, welcome back to the Fantasy Fanboy Football channel with your host Mubarak. Today, I just want to walk us through what my team's looking like for the new season and for game week one, what I potentially want my team to line up as. So I hope you enjoy and enjoy what you see. So this is the team that I plan to go with for game week one. I plan to go with Alex McCarthy from Southampton. I feel like Southampton are playing really good football, even post lockdown. I think they kept about 3 clean sheets, so they're getting tighter at the back. They just signed Kyle Walker-Peters, and they signed a new, fresh young defender from La Liga called Mohamed Salah, who I think could potentially be a big name in the future. So McCarthy, that's my reason for McCarthy. Obviously, Trent Alexander-Arnold, there's pretty much nothing else to it. He's on set pieces. He's with Liverpool, the team with the best defensive record. So that's potential for 6 points, clean sheet, a goal, an assist, and he's on set pieces. Everything just adds up. He could be the most expensive player in the game if he wanted to. If as long as he started getting in the box and shooting more. If he started acting like Doherty, getting into the box and shooting, this guy would be the best value for money player in the game ever. Secondly, I've gone for Tierney. I feel like his impact in the Arsenal squad has been huge, especially while Arteta's been playing the 3-4-3. Tierney's managed to form a little connection with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and assist him a couple times and even help us keep a couple clean sheets. Like even in the FA Cup final against Chelsea, he got a pre-assist for Aubameyang's penalty where he just lofted it through all the way for Aubameyang to run onto. And if Aubameyang wasn't fouled by Azpilicueta, it would have been Tierney's assist. And even before that game, the last game of the season, I think against Watford, Tierney managed to get a goal and an assist, and he just raked up points. I feel like the best of Tierney is yet to be seen. Everyone, I know Robertson got 10 assists last season, but in my opinion, Tierney may be the new Robertson, hopefully next season. Thirdly, I've gone for Vinagre. I've seen him in a lot of FPL drafts this season. I've seen him playing for. I've seen him playing for. I've seen him in many drafts on Twitter. Plays for Wolves. Wolves got knocked out of the Europa League. Johnny picked up an ACL injury, I think, or torn hamstring, one of them. He picked up that injury in the Olympiacos game, and that's pretty much ruling him out for the most of next season. And Vinagre is the only available left back to Nuno Espirito, and he's definitely going to be used. If he can find a way to bomb up the field and kind of emulate what Doherty's done, he may be the best value for money defender in the game this season. And Wolves are pretty tight at the back, as we saw. The beginning of last season, they weren't really keeping that many clean sheets because Bolly was injured. And since Bolly came back from injury, post-lockdown, I think they kept about 5 out of the 9 clean sheets, which is pretty impressive and can easily rake in points this season. The fourth defender I've gone with is Southampton's new right back, Walker-Peters. I feel like Hassan Huttle's attacking, pressing football with the 4-4-2, where he allows his fullbacks, specifically Walker-Peters, to bomb up that right-hand side and assist Armstrong, Che Adams, and Ings. I feel like with them three on his side, or even in particular, just Danny Ings, who was second top goal scorer last season, Walker-Peters could get a few assists on the books. And I think, as I said earlier, with the tightened up defense of adding Salisu from La Liga, potential clean sheets could be raked in as well. And at 4.5, why not? Just why not? And then my first midfielder, I've gone for Son. He was originally Kevin De Bruyne, but today, as we all saw, Manchester United and Man City aren't involved in the first game week. So you've just got to kind of work around fitting them in for game week 2 when needed or later on when you need them and you don't want to take minuses. And Spurs pretty much have a good, decent run of like 7 fixtures where Son or Kane could perform and could be the best performers. So I've gone for Son, and he could be an easy switch out for Kevin De Bruyne or Raheem Sterling later on down the line. My second midfielder, I've gone for Mohamed Salah. We all know about Salah. 3 seasons in a row. He's a top FPL scorer. He's always in like the top 4 or 5. He's consistent. He's just doing it again and again. And facing new boy Leeds at home in the Premier League could prove wonderful. Like last season, I remember Liverpool's first game was against Norwich at Anfield once again. And I think Salah got 1 goal, 1 assist, and he raked in pretty much a lot of points. But Sterling got a hat-trick that week against Southampton. So, yeah, Salah's a good shout, even though he was really, really frustrating towards the end of last season where he missed about like 7 key big chances, which kind of made my rank drop last season. But we move. My third midfielder, I've gone for my guy, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Finally moves from striker to midfielder. Now we're going to see him raking points. And now we're going to see that he's worth his money. Everyone's going to see Aubameyang's finally worth the money. Even though he's one of the most expensive players in the game alongside Salah and Mane, he's Arsenal's pretty much only goal outlet. And with the help of Pepe's second season and the addition of Willian and maybe a couple more, I'm pretty sure Aubameyang could hit that 20-goal mark again and maybe even get a few assists. And with Arsenal's defence improving, he's getting that 1 point now, and he's more likely to get bonus points now, which, if he's Arsenal's main outlet, like the previous 2 seasons, Aubameyang's going to rake in a lot of the free bonus points every game, and he'll be a worthwhile captain and a player to have throughout the season. My fourth midfielder, I've gone for like a cheaper midfielder, say Maximin, who's 5.5, who did pretty well during post-lockdown, getting like a hat-trick of assists 1 game and like 2 goals. I feel like for 5.5, he's good value for money. And with the way Newcastle's first like 10 fixtures set up, he could give us points back in them fixtures. And I feel like he'd be a wise person for most owners to get. And he's pretty much Newcastle's most dangerous player alongside Almiron. My front 2, I've gone for new boy Timo Werner coming into Chelsea. He's just come off a 28-goal season for RB Leipzig in the Bundesliga. Second top goal scorer to Lewandowski. And I feel like the way the league is set up, Werner's type of play style is to run in behind. He likes running in behind defenses. And I feel like the Premier League, the centre-backs aren't the slowest, but they're probably pretty slow in comparison to Werner. And he could pretty much be in for a load of one-on-ones. And if he finishes them like last season, he's going to be a great value, a great asset to have this season. I'm telling you guys, watch out for Werner. I promise you, watch out for him. And my second striker I've gone for is Che Adams, who I feel like finished the season very strongly. I think he may have even done better than Danny Ings post-lockdown or close to him. I just feel like he's finding his feet. Hasenhutl's starting to trust him a bit more. He's starting to play him 90 minutes more often, get him into the flow of things. And with Danny Ings costing 8.5 and Che Adams costing only 6, why not go for Che Adams, who could possibly get the same amount of goals as Danny Ings, and he just costs 2 million less, and he could be starting every week, which makes him all the more worthwhile. And our bench, I've gone for Nyland. I feel like Nyland's the most reasonable bench keeper to have, because currently Aston Villa don't have Reina anymore. They lost the battle for Ramsdale against Sheffield, and he's pretty much their first keeper. He's going to be starting week in, week out for the price of 4 million, which is excellent value for money. I've gone for 4 million defender Ferguson, who I watched a bit last season, who played for West Bromwich Albion. He's pretty attacking. Clean sheets aren't West Brom's forte, but clean sheets can be Crystal Palace's forte, as we saw with Wan-Bissaka as we saw with Wan-Bissaka 2 seasons ago. where he cost 4 million and he was just in everyone's team. He was getting points. He got a couple bonus points and it's great value for money. And then I've gone with Stevens from Brighton. He pretty much starts every game. He's just there to hold that place as a 4.5 midfielder, just there to save some cash. And my last striker is Davis, who got a few games under his belt post-lockdown. He's not the greatest of finishers, but it seems like he's pretty much in favour at Aston Villa over Samatta. So he could be their starting striker this season. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much my team. And one thing I'd like to say, I'm just going to add, I'll make another video about this separately, but for the Manchester United and Man City assets, as they're not playing game week 1, I feel like it's worthy of saying that I've managed to keep 2.5 million in the bank just in case I can swap out De Bruyne, I can swap out Son for De Bruyne, and that's just one move without taking minus. Guys, one thing you don't want to do, believe me, I've done it a lot last season, especially in the first opening weeks of the season. I took many minuses, and this season I'm trying to avoid them. So I've got my money saved in the bank, 2.5 exactly, so I can switch out Son for De Bruyne, or it could be literally De Bruyne for Salah or Aubameyang, anyone. And one other guy I've got my eye on who I feel like it's his 20-goal season this season is Anthony Martial. If I believe Werner's not living up to his price, I'm literally going to just downgrade him to Anthony Martial, who's been playing well in the Europa League and post-lockdown was phenomenal. So it'd be a 0.5 downgrade. I'd save 0.5, downgrade him to Martial, who's Premier League proven, who knows the league, and it wouldn't take no adjusting. So those would be my future plans, to get in Martial and De Bruyne, and then maybe some way down the line, working a Greenwood or Foden into my team. So that's what I'm thinking. And finally, one thing I'd like to say is, if you guys are willing to take a punt on a captaincy, I know there's loads of punts out there, but my only punt besides Aubameyang and Salah would be Danny Ings against Crystal Palace, just because, though, Danny Ings or Jamie Vardy against West Brom. West Brom being new boys, and Leicester should have Chilwell and Maddison back, who can help the team and help Vardy out. Vardy could potentially get a brace or hat-trick, and Ings, being on form from last season, could potentially want to start again fresh and go hit on with a brace or hat-trick. So those would be my two differential captain picks, but I'm pretty certain and sure with Aubameyang, who got 4 goal contributions the last time Fulham were in the Premier League, and he gets 20 goals every season pretty much. And Salah's giving me nightmares. That's the only reason why I don't want to captain him, because of all the big chances he missed at the end of last season. So yeah, guys, this is my team. This is the team I plan to go in with game week 1 with. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Comment, like, subscribe, give me feedback on my videos, and thank you very much. It was Football Fanboy Mccarthy here. Thank you.